I think domestic thrillers are so much fun. And I'm sure some people think Stephen King novels are fun. I don't think those are fun. But give me a great domestic thriller and I am all in. Up on your screen, I just finished this. She Was the Quiet One by Michele Campbell. I'm smiling. And you're thinking, like, how can you smile over domestic thriller? I love the ride, and Michele Campbell is so good. This is the second book I've read of hers. I also did an interview with her for It's Always the Husband back in 2017 or 2018. I did that interview with her. I love her. She was a lawyer, and I have found so many women authors who were former lawyers turn to writing and write the most amazing books. I think it's perfect for them. I'm going to put the link below. She was so much fun. This is a 368-page thriller. Takes place at a private school. It's kind of out of my element because I didn't go to boarding school. But this takes place at a boarding school. There are so many elements to this book. It's not just a whodunit. It's not just about someone gets murdered and we're trying to figure out the whole time who did it. The way she sets it up, we get to know these characters in such a way that you actually don't even know you know somebody is going to die. Like, we do know that, but we don't know who. Not only are you trying to figure out who killed somebody, you don't even know who it is that's going to die. Michele did a beautiful, beautiful job with this. Let me just give you a little tidbit because we can't talk long about these domestic thrillers. I don't do any giveaways. So we have Rose and Belle Enright, who are twins. We learn very early on that they go to live with their very wealthy grandmother because their mom passed away. Their grandmother sends them to this boarding school. Like, they are not used to this situation. They're both kind of hesitant. I want to say Belle is the more outgoing of the one, but Rose is, they're so different, but then they're not that different. We find out that there is a couple. Their names are Sarah and Heath Donovan. They come into this school as they're going to fix it. There have been issues at this school. And so I can't even remember the title, and I wish I would have written it down, but he's like in charge of one aspect and teaches school. She's kind of like a guidance counselor, and then she's like in charge of the girls' dorm. See, I should write these things down because my brain does not function well. Doesn't really matter. So what I love about this couple, and this is what Michele does so beautifully, because we think this story is about the twins. We think Rose and Belle are the story. We're wondering what is going on with these twins. What is their past? Because they don't seem to get along very well. Then they do get along, then they don't. Kind of like normal sisters, but then actually a little bit creepier. But the story between Sarah and Heath is my favorite one. Heath is a narcissist. And she doesn't come out and say that. That is my term for Heath. He's a narcissist. They have 2 small children. He lies. He has an affair with some people that shall remain nameless, maybe one or more. I'm not going to tell you. He is not a faithful husband. He has her convinced that she is the crazy one. That is what a narcissist does. And I am so happy that Michele explored this in the book, their relationship, because I felt for Sarah. Having known narcissists in my life, you go through her emotions of being gaslighted, if that's the right terminology. He gaslights her all the time. She's always questioning her life, but deep down, she knows the truth. She questions the truth over and over and over again. Do not think that you are going to know what happens. You won't, so don't even bother. Halfway through, I'm like, I know exactly what is going to happen. I've got this down. Thank you, Michele, for laying it out for me. Don't think that way. She doesn't lay it out for you. It is not that kind of domestic thriller. That's why her books are so good. When I got done reading it, and then I love how at the end she does a year later and then an epilogue that just wraps up everything, and you're like, oh my God, I so missed that part. She is crazy good. So I told you, I did the interview with her for It's Always the Husband, and then I read this one. She Was the Quiet One. I have 2 more of her books to catch up on. The Wife Who Knew Too Much and A Stranger on the Beach. And I don't even know which one. I think A Stranger on the Beach is the newest. I'm not even sure. I think it is. I am one of those readers where if I love an author, I want to read all their books, just like I'm doing with Jodi Picoult right now. I'm just going through them one at a time. I was like, I only have 2 more books to be caught up on Michele's books. I'm doing it. I love her. I think that in order to really experience their writing, you have to read more than one of their books. Tell me if you feel that way. Do you feel that way? I need to read more than just one book to really understand them as an author, to really get their writing, to see their growth, to see what they wrote before. I don't even care. Well, I do care slightly about when. I do like to read them in order. I am kind of OCD about that. But at the moment, that's not going to happen with Michele and Jodi either. But that's okay. I just want to say, like, I'm caught up because I am sure Michele is writing another one and is getting ready soon. I'm sure of it. That's how they do it. One a year, if not 2. I don't even know. I feel like hers have been 2 a year. If you love domestic thrillers, if you're in the mood for one, I know we're in the holidays, whatever, it still made me happy. It was still a fun ride. I highly suggest this. Is it a 5-star book? No. 5-star books to me are books that you're going to take away with you for the rest of your life. Am I going to take this story with me the rest of my life? Did it change me? No, it did not change me. But that's okay because it was fun, and books are meant to just be fun. And I think she would be the first to tell you that's all it's for. It's for entertainment. And those books are great too. I love my domestic thriller women. I just do. I love their storytelling, and she is up there as one of the best. There you go. I did it quick. I didn't tell you too much, and I'm really happy about that. If you enjoyed the video, hit like. If you haven't subscribed, please subscribe. And you will be seeing those other 2 books coming up very, very soon. Until my next video.